three mistakes that I made on social media when I was a fire performer just starting out. Number one was about wasting time on follower strategies. So there's like when you just start out, you don't have any followers, you're just maybe creating your website, creating your Facebook page, all those things. And it's really easy to feel like you need a lot of followers so that when potential clients check you out, that you look legit and you look professional and you look like somebody worth hiring. And while there are some strategies that worked pretty well, they took a lot of time, and I found that a lot of those strategies were not worth my time. And hopefully I'll have a chance to make a more in-depth video or blog post to explain those things, what worked and what didn't work. But for the most part, by and large, follower strategies were a waste of my time. The second mistake that I made was about not taking people up on free opportunities. Now, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of people who would like performers to work for free and they don't value what we offer to their event or whatever it is that they're trying to put together. And I'm not talking about those things. I'm talking about as a new performer, there are sometimes opportunities in order to get good quality media. There's opportunities in order to try out an act or to do things where you can get, whether it's just your friend recording you with an iPhone or whether it's professional video and photo opportunities. Those things I really needed for my social media. And I think that because I was working with a lot of people who functioned in a scarcity mindset, it was kind of like the well was poisoned for me. And I just felt like I'd be shunned from the community and everybody would think I was, I don't know, like not a quality performer if I took free opportunities, because there's a lot of stigma, I think, to the performers who, I don't know, I guess the stigma is like the poor performer who's gonna do an event for $50 versus the like well-dressed multi-prop performer who's trying to charge X amount of dollars for the same event. There's a lot of conversations that happen around those things and undercutting, and I think that that made me very wary of free opportunities. But there are a lot of free opportunities out there that if you play your cards right as a new performer, it can really benefit your social media and your business. More about that later maybe. Okay, and then the last mistake that I made as a performer with my social media was not paying enough photographers. So when I first started out, the first like 1 to 2 years, I didn't pay for photographers because a lot of times there were photographers in our community that would show up to events. We'd have fire circles. They'd show up, they'd take pictures. If you were out in the circle a whole bunch, you were going to probably get a couple quality photos. And I mean, that stuff's great. Some of my friends are those photographers, and also credit your photographers, and please, please, please watch out for my blog post coming up about that. But those photographers, you can pay them. You can pay them to do exactly what you need. So I was taking those free photos, which would be whatever they thought was worth shooting and then like sharing to the community later. And I would utilize that content, and that's great. I'd use my iPhone content, I had friends record, but those videos ended up being grainy and low quality and kind of amateurish. I mean, I was also taking videos like in my garage, right in front of my garage, and it just didn't look very professional. So one of the mistakes I made was not hiring professional photographers sooner. Like now that I know a lot better and I can see the value of that media, then I know when it's a good idea to hire someone to create specific content for me, because it's going to be exactly what I want. It's going to showcase the things that I need to showcase, like me with a certain prop, and it's going to, you know, basically make me look as good as possible, which is what you want when you're putting those first pictures out on a website or your social media or all of those things. So those are my 3 mistakes that I made on social media starting out. And if you're interested in hearing more about those things, let me know, because I really, really am going to start blogging and vlogging some more of these ideas. I promise. It's been on my mind and I've just been really busy. So drop me a comment, let me know what you think, and stay tuned.